Hello, good evening. And 24 hours after Celtic scored a dramatic penalty shootout victory over Motherwell in the first semi-final of the Skol Cup, it was the turn of Rangers and Dundee United to battle it out at Hampden Park tonight for a place in the final on October the 26th. For Paul Sturrock, a chance to underline United's unbeaten run in 11 league and cup matches, and for Graham Souness, a critical game in his search to bring the first trophy of the season to Ibrox Stadium. Later on, we'll be at the Goldstone ground for the Littlewoods Cup tie there tonight between Brighton and Nottingham Forest, and we'll have a cool chaser to all that excitement with tonight's action in the St Ivel Skating International. But first to Hampden and Chapter 2 of the Skol semis. Rangers against Dundee United. Commentator on a beautiful night for football, Jock Brown.
Well, FIFA referee Bill Crombie from Edinburgh starts the match in front of a very big crowd at Hampden tonight, and teams producing half a dozen internationals each, surely set to provide a tremendous encounter. Rangers trying to get forward immediately, and the first free kick of the match is awarded against Dave Beaumont, wearing number 4 and starting the match in the right back position. So Davy Cooper lining up the first free kick of the match. Terry Butcher has joined the Rangers attack. Led away by Beaumont. Souness playing it back for Cooper. Hoping to find Ted McMinn, I think, with a short pass inside the box. But that's through to Billy Thompson, and Cooper already involved in the action. Good header by Nicol. Malpass showing his confidence in the ball. Redford. A late challenge by Souness, and Souness pointing to the ball, indicating that he won the ball, but he certainly caught the ankle of Ian Redford. No question at all. I'm sure the replay will show that Redford would seem to be away from Souness until that late tackle came in. So Souness, who hasn't made a big impact in the play so far at these early stages, certainly made an impact on Ian Redford. United's free kick will be taken as usual inside their own half by David Neary. Nichols' header. Good ball from McCoist. Here's Fraser. Now McMinn. Now Nicol. Head flick on is a good one. There's a chance for Rangers. The save from Billy Thompson was from Davy Cooper. And once again it's Thompson. Former Scotland keeper becoming very much involved in the action, and to excellent effect for United. Good head flick on that from McCoist. Mistaken defence, the rifling shot from Cooper, well saved by Thompson, and then when the cross came over from Fraser, the header from McCoist straight into the arms of Thompson again. So great encouragement there for Rangers. Hegarty is with McMinn. A flick on from Sturrock, but Butcher's challenge was decisive. McPherson hustled out of it by Ferguson. The way play is waved on, and the long range effort from Ferguson goes wide. Referee Crombie taking some dissent from the Rangers players, who clearly thought that McPherson had been fouled. McPherson to a difficult ball for the fullback. Souness switching play to the left. Cooper, Souness. Now Nicol. Souness again available inside the centre circle. Butcher. McCoist under pressure from Hegarty. Good tackle from McAnally, but still Rangers have possession. Good ball from Fraser. Tackle from there, was a good one on Davy Cooper. Cooper again. And a brilliant turn from Cooper, he's away from Malpass. Magic again from Davy Cooper. Oh, that could so easily have been the opener. A fine pass inside, collected by Cooper. The turn left Malpass for dead, creating a shooting chance coming forward to the edge of the box, and that's only a couple of feet wide. Richards header. So here's Stuart Munro. Offside flag is up against Ted McMinn on the far side. From this angle he appeared to be just about in line, which makes him offside. McPherson's header. Sooners tackling Redford. This ball collected initially by Malpass, now McInally. Good turn from Nicol, but he's given possession to United again in the form of Maurice Malpass. McInally. Ferguson in a hurry, and more time than he realised, I think. A buzz of anticipation as Davy Cooper takes possession for Rangers. McMinn testing the pace of Beaumont. McCoist! Opportunism at its very best. Ali McCoist at the near post, and Rangers go ahead with 18 minutes on the clock. So McMinn turning Beaumont inside out over there on the left touchline. The left foot crossed along the ground, and McCoist was the first man there to leave Thompson helpless. Well, Ali McCoist has lost the boot, celebrating his 24th birthday in style. And great play in the left flank from Ted McMinn. Thumped forward by Higgity, but to no great effect as Rangers take possession once again from midfield. Nicol to McCoist. A measured pass for McMinn. Fine cross, and Beaumont taking no chances over at the far side, turning it behind for the corner. But Rangers showing their menace on both flanks. Here's McMinn on the right this time, taking on international fullback to get to the byline and send over the cross, which is turned away for the corner. Durant to Fraser. McMinn to McCoist. Redford's tackle. And then brought down. Fouled by McMinn. Nicol winning the high ball again. Iain Ferguson having no joy at all in the air for United up front. And he's a precious little service on the ground. Sturrock, tackled by McPherson. Sooners opening play out again to Cooper on the left. Good run from Durant. Brilliant play from the youngster. Well, that would have been a superb goal. The running off the ball from young Ian Durant was quite outstanding. And with a player like Davy Cooper to take full advantage, this was a great chance for Rangers. Durant coming through, he beat Billy Thompson, and he's about a foot wide. McInally gets back to Rob Durant. Gallagher now with Munro. And Stuart Munro showing a fair old turn of speed there to recover. Ferguson. And no one at the far side for United, so Rangers can exploit a huge gap on the right. Fraser to Souness. That's one for McCoist to chase, which he does very willingly, of course, but Dave Beaumont was there first. Souness. Ferguson coming from the back to help. Cooper. Great play from Cooper, going all the way himself. Frustration for Davy Cooper. It could have been so different. Sheer genius in the way he came inside, attacked the United defence, came sprinting forward. Then I think it caught in two minds about here. Decided to make for the byline to pull it back and overcarry the ball for the goal kick. Beaumont trying to steal the ball away from Monroe. Good play from McCoist, finding Souness in midfield. Now Fraser. The Rangers forwards trying to avoid offside. Durant is onside. Haggerty getting back, and there's McCoist. Well claimed by Thompson. And here's Bannon. And Ferguson. Looking for Redford inside, but it's now with Rangers again. Here's McMinn. And McInally did enough, getting a touch to the ball to allow Sturrock to pick it up. There's Beaumont. On the far side, Malpass. Now Gallagher. Malpass once again. Bannon's return pass. Good play from United. Butcher came to meet him. And now Souness takes over. Carelessness there from Davy Cooper. And that's the end of the first half action. Jim McLean makes the dressing room to do some more sorting out, I think, of the United side. But Ali McCoist goes off, the scorer of the only goal in the first half, which came in 18 minutes. Great play from Rangers on the left, and in particular from Ted McMinn, who turned Dave Beaumont inside out, got to the byline, drove it across low, and there was Ali McCoist doing the perfect centre-forward job, getting in first to knock the ball beyond Billy Thompson. So that's the goal which gives Rangers that precious half-time lead. It's Rangers 1, Dundee United 0. So a fascinating second half in prospect. Dundee United have still to lose to a Scottish team this season. Their only defeat was against Lens last week in the UEFA Cup. And Rangers, of course, heading for what would be the first cup final of the season if they can hold on to the one-goal lead they generated in the first half. This Woods preventing the corner kick. But Rangers, for all their dominance in that first half, then they have the most slender of leads, and they will be mindful of the remarkable comeback provided by Dundee United Ibrox in the middle of August when they pulled back a 2-goal deficit to win 3-2 at Ibrox. United also coming back from 2 goals behind against Celtic at Tannadice recently, so they must fancy themselves to make an impact before the night is out. And we've seen evidence of Jim McLean's tactical awareness already during that first half when he changed his lineup. And we'll see shortly the effect of any half-time reorganisation. Malpass trying to find Ferguson, who was working very hard to remain onside. Good running from McPherson. And his run was matched by Iain Ferguson. Did a fine job in defence there for Dundee United. spotting the big centre half, sprinting on the right. Well pass. Starrock has turned Butcher. Well, that could have been awkward for Rangers. The ricochet from Monroe as Fraser covered in defence. Nicol. McCoist is onside. Great chance for Rangers. And McCoist was left alone there by the United defence. May regret now not taking the ball beyond Billy Thompson, although the angle was closing down all the time. But McCoist sprinting clear of the United defence, trying to play the ball past Thompson towards the empty net, but the goalkeeper did well. O'Neary's free kick. Bowman's header on. McPherson getting it away, but United again winning the loose balls as they have been doing throughout this second half. Kevin Gallagher, Redford, Bannon, Ferguson, and good defending, very determined play that by Ian Durrant. Really accomplished midfield player. Well pass. Gallagher hasn't got much change out of Monroe tonight. Now Cooper. Monroe forward looking for McMinn. He's away from Hegarty. Simply struck by Ted McMinn. Rangers 2 ahead after being under the collar for the 12 minutes of the second half. The determination and the pace of McMinn clear for all to see. Monroe's pass, the head flick on. McMinn's away from Hegarty, couldn't foul him inside the box. And the accurate finish, leaving Thompson with no chance. So fine striking from Ted McMinn. And United obviously very concerned, making a change. Ian Redford going off. Replacement is Golfman. So Rangers throw, Monroe to Durrant. Very competent clearing up play again from Durrant. McMinn wins the throw off Neary. McCoist. And across by Fraser. Now well taken by Billy Thompson. And a good throw out, releasing Milne on the right. A glimpse of Ralph Milne's pace. Quality of the pass wasn't good enough though. It's Rangers in possession again. A third goal would surely clinch it for Rangers. There's McCoist. Well, his intention was clear as soon as he came inside. He got plenty of help from Cammy Fraser with a forcing run ahead of him. McPherson has Nicol in support. And there goes that offside flag once again. Both McMinn and McCoist this time, I think. Gallagher. Bowman eased off the ball by Souness. Fraser has Nicol on the outside. McMinn also. Oh, brilliant play from McMinn. McInally right out of position for the moment. The full-back did well, getting back to throwing it away for the Rangers throw. McMinn again, making for the byline. And that's Ralph Milne back helping in defence. Good clearance to Sturrock. Now Gallagher. Souness wins it again for Rangers. Still Souness. Flag is up on the far side. The linesman has been told to put it down by the referee. He's allowing play to flow. And now he's given the free kick to Dundee United. Now pass to Sturrock. Brought down by Cooper. Foul immediately acknowledged by the international winger. Bannon playing it into the box. Souness took a head knock from Ferguson. And that certainly can't have done Graham Souness's neck any good at all. Here's McMinn. Durant with a run. Oh, what a superb defensive tackle that was from Jim McInally. A great move again from Rangers. Durant making that run off the ball, but McInally came across to cover his central defence and turn it away for the corner kick. So Cooper with the corner. Straight to Kevin Gallagher. United now trying to cash in on the break. Gallagher showing all the courage in the world, but it really hasn't been his night so far. Souness to Durant and Munro. Durant and Souness. Now Cooper. Butcher. McPherson. There are two benches. United on the left, Rangers on the right. McMinn. Over on the far side is Cammy Fraser. Durant, McCoist, McMinn and Cooper are up with the attack. Here's McCoist, now Durant. So half an hour into the second half. Fraser to McCoist, teeing it up there for Durant. The shot was much too high. So Ted McMinn going down with what appears as though it may be cramp behind the left leg. Well, he certainly has covered miles tonight in the Rangers' cause. Souness. Now Cooper. Munro back to Souness. Cooper rather. It's United collecting it though in defence. Hegarty and Gallagher. Bannon. Sturrock going well to the right. The early ball across for Ferguson. And that was United at their best. A flowing move for the middle of the field. The pass finding Sturrock breaking free in the right, the first time pass across the face of the goal, looking for Iain Ferguson. He couldn't quite make it, and Nicol was there for Rangers. So the applause you now hear is for Ted McMinn, who's leaving the field after making the first goal and scoring the second. Tremendous applause. And the replacement is Robert Fleck. As soon as a Butcher. Fleck getting involved straight away, but it's Gallagher for United. Souness. Nicol turns it back. And Rangers now surely easing their way to the Skol Cup final. And the clash with Celtic. Time very much the enemy for Dundee United. Rangers have recaptured the grip in the match they had throughout the first half. Souness stroking the ball around with total assurance. Hegarty recovered his footing just in time. Milne wins the throw of Fraser. So Rangers maintaining their concentration right to the end. No lapses of concentration in midfield defensively. Butcher heading the ball wide, but there's Sturrock. And Iain Ferguson throws the lifeline to Dundee United. And how he enjoyed that, I'm sure. And that was a fine goal from United as Sturrock dropped wide on the right, pulled the ball back to the right foot of Iain Ferguson, and that's when he's at his most deadly. Leading himself in position to make the header. There's Sturrock. Inches away from that pass back. McPherson playing it back to Woods, and I'm sure his heart stopped for just a second as Sturrock came racing through, couldn't reach it, and Woods gathered it safely for Rangers. An offside flag is up against Robert Fleck over on the far side. It looks as though time may have beaten Dundee United. So the whistling starting around the stadium, coming from the Rangers end at that. As we go into the final minute of the match. McPherson beating Hegarty, but Malpass turns it back to McInally. Iain Ferguson with a touch towards Bannon. Jimmy Nicol cuts it off. And Butcher has to look lively to shrug off Paul Sturrock. Durant to Cooper. He was impeded by Gallagher. Free kick's been given all right. And it looks as though United's chance is gone. It came only fleetingly with that late goal from Iain Ferguson. Now pass to Ferguson. Ferguson gets it back. Referee Crombie's been checking his watch. Cooper plays the long ball forward, but the final whistle is gone. Rangers, the winners by 2-1, through to the Skol Cup final against Celtic. And there's the man who scored the winning goal, limping to join his colleagues out there in the field, Ted McMinn. He made the first goal for Ali McCoist, scored the second in the second half at the end of Dundee United's best spell of the match. And the late consolation goal from Iain Ferguson came too late to give United any real chance of overturning the domination shown by Rangers throughout the bulk of the match.
Congratulations, Walter. Were you happy overall with the team's performance?
Yeah, we were really happy. I thought for most of the game we were the better side. Maybe just a spell just after half time. Near the end, when United were pushing forward, obviously to try and get back into the game, we fell out a little, but overall we're really happy with what happened.
Do you have any quibbles with the man of the match being Ted McMinn tonight?
No, I think Ted's the type of player that everybody likes to see, and I'm sure that nobody would grudge him the man of the match tonight after some of the performances turned in for Rangers this season.
It was ironic though that the second goal came at the end of perhaps the best spell in the match for Dundee United. Was that causing you some concern?
Well, just after half time we thought we would change Ted over towards the right hand side of the park. That didn't particularly work for us, but United were always going to push harder just after half time after being out of the game in the first half. It did cause us a wee bit of concern, but once we changed and the game settled again, we got back into a rhythm.
No frights near the end after, what, 5 minutes or so to go from the end when the goal went in?
Well, we were always shaky after that, and especially after the league game this season when United come back from being 2 down when we lost the goal. And that was obviously the thoughts come back into the head that the same thing would happen again, but fortunately it didn't.
Now, Graham Souness obviously played after that neck injury. Is he fully recovered now?
Well, he still feels it a bit, but we felt it was worth him playing tonight, and I think the performance he turned in made that decision the correct one.
About that, now you've got the final coming up against Celtic. You couldn't have a bigger match than that. Any thoughts on that at this stage?
No, really, Jock. We've got a really hard game against Aberdeen on Saturday, and I think if we just keep taking the old one at a time, then I think we can go on for there, but that's a wee while away yet, that one.
Okay, very many thanks and congratulations again. Thanks,
okay,
Walter.
thanks, Phil.
Walter Smith talking there to our commentator, Jock Brown.